Hey everybody, welcome back to the... I can't do it. You introduce it. I can't do it.
Well, hello, little Cletuses. Welcome back to the Daydream Arcade. This is episode 13, baby. Darryl is dying currently, but it's fine. He'll get his shit together in a sec.
Okay, hello everybody. I'm Darryl.
Hi. Welcome.
Thank you.
Anytime.
I don't know what that was.
Sometimes you just get attacked.
Mm-hmm.
It's right in the lungs. It's the Rona.
We need to. Someone needs to. Someone needs to clean the blood up off the floor.
Oh.
Okay. So, episode 13. Hello, everybody. Welcome. How we doing?
How we doing, y'all?
You look beautiful. Come on in. Have a seat. We only have 2 chairs in here, and they're only for Brianna and myself. But have a seat.
You just got to stand. To be honest,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can sit on the floor. Maybe it's kind of dirty though.
Yeah, it's also kind of cold.
Yeah,
the heat unfortunately got shut off around here. We're not really doing that great financially. I will put that out there. So if anybody,
we're sorry in advance.
There will be a PayPal link just nonchalantly placed in the episode description of this one. So if you want, not
Please
saying click on it.
Turn our heating on.
But if you do click on it, do keep in mind that you are potentially sending money to a group of people that could really use it right about now. So thank you.
Thank you.
And this has been episode 13. Thank you.
All right.
So, Brianna, I have a question for you.
Okay, what is it?
You ever sit around and just contemplate, like maybe you get really high and think about it, but you ever just think about the assholes of the world and try and think of their origin stories and be like, what made this person an asshole?
Yeah, there's a lot of them in the fucking world, so it's hard not to think about it.
The other day, there was a big snowstorm that came through upstate New York. I know that a lot of people got hit with this storm as well, but this one wasn't as bad as the first big storm that we got. The first big storm we got like 1.5 feet of snow, maybe.
Oh God, no.
And yeah, it was. And I live in a city, so it's like when the plows come by, your car is getting buried in that snow. But I decided this time to stay at my parents' like for the night before the storm happened, or the night of the storm, so that I wasn't downtown where I live and have to worry about parking and shit like that for the next day. And I have to make a stop at my apartment the next day. So to give you guys an idea, it's about 25 to 30 minute drive from my parents' place to my place. And I'm going over this hill, and as I'm coming down it, I see off in the distance just a gigantic, what looks like to be the beginning of a roadblock, but the road isn't blocked yet. It's not closed. There's like 3 fire trucks, 3 ambulances, and 4 cops. And there's this one cop directing traffic, and there's nobody really behind me, so I'm the first one to get down here. I don't know what's going on. I see that they're letting cars come down the opposite way, so I'm thinking, I don't know about you or anybody else that's listening to this, but my initial instinct was, okay, they're letting people come down the opposite way, the opposite lane, so I guess they're gonna have me stop and wait for the other people to come through, and then they're going to let me through because there's a bridge that I need to get to my side of town, right? And there's an alternate way in, but that would require me to drive 25 minutes in the opposite direction that I was just going.
Oh, God.
That I was just coming from to get onto the highway and do a back loop through the city and into my little town.
Yeah.
So I get down there, and this cop is pointing to the right. And there's this side street that would loop me back around and take me back to where I came. So I'd have to go a long way. I'm like, please tell me that I don't have to do this.
Yeah.
He starts pointing over. Cars are still coming to the opposite way. I pull off to the right and start going forward towards the cone. this cop starts yelling. He's like, "Stop! What are you doing? What are you doing?" And I roll the window down, and I'm like, am I not supposed to go through here? You guys are letting cars go through this way. And he's like, did you not see me pointing to the right? Do you not see these bright orange cones? Take your car and leave. And I was like, first off, how fucking dare you, sir? I was asking you a genuine question.
Yeah, bro, it's not like there's signs saying like, hey, you cannot cross here.
I wasn't in the wrong, right? And mind you, this is like a wide ass road, and there's only 3 cones placed down. So I'm thinking they're just putting them down so that people just don't go speeding through.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I would assume the exact same thing.
Yeah, but no, instead this guy wants to be an asshole about it and play play my dick is bigger than yours.
Bro, only because he's a cop and he's like, "Oh, I gotta assert my big dick energy because I'm a cop and you gotta listen to me."
Like, what the fuck? What drove him to be an asshole to me after I asked him a genuine question? Like, did his wife finally call him out for his penis being too small or something?
She said,
like,
I can't do this anymore. And he just had a bad day ever since.
You know what? I'm glad that his wife is leaving him. In this hypothetical situation that I'm making up in my mind right now about his tiny penis and his wife divorcing him, I'm glad that this is happening to him.
Fuck that guy. And his little penis. I hope his wife finds better.
Yeah, she deserves to be pleasured. Maybe, just maybe, I'll fuck her instead.
Wow. This dude.
Should I keep that in? I don't think I'm going to keep that in. But another week has come. Another week has gone.
It is the 7th of February.
Is the Superb Owl.
Yeah, it's the Superb Owl today.
Mm-hmm. I've heard. So yesterday, I was over at Winter and Morgs, and they were calling it the Superb Owl, and I was like, that I've never heard it said like that before.
What's that?
And I knew it was a play on the Super Bowl, but then I woke up this morning and saw 4 tweets in a row that said Superb Owl and like gifs of owls, and I was like, why do I think they're the ones that invent this kind of stuff? Because it's just so good. But no, apparently Superb Owl is not just a Winter and Morgan thing. It is I don't know. Have you ever heard it referred to as the Superb Owl?
I think I've seen it online, but it's not like a common thing that I see.
That's what I thought.
Like when it comes around.
I called it the Super Bowl.
A Super Bowl.
Because after you have all that food at the Super Bowl and Super Bowl parties and whatnot, you probably got to take a Super Bowl movement.
Honestly, that's why I'm so glad that I made today my cheat day, because I know, like, we're having burgers. I think my mom is gonna make like a 7-layer dip.
Yum.
Yeah, so I'm so excited to just eat like shit, and then regret it, and then just like be strict as fuck this week. But yeah, we both decided to make changes in our lives. I know you said because of your doctor, and you like they recommended health-wise, just like, you know, make some changes. Yeah,
calm the fuck down with the overeating.
I totally get that.
I think I don't know if we talked about this before in the last podcast episode, and we'll try and keep it brief. But I haven't really had the best diet over the last several years, probably maybe my entire life, because I've kind of always just eaten whatever I wanted to eat, because I just always kind of, like, trust me, I was definitely getting like wider around the hips and in my stomach area, and in my face definitely was getting a little chubbier. But
yeah,
I don't know, it feels good to, you know, eat healthy. And, you know, it sounds so stupid, because I know that when I posted that thing about eating clean and whatnot, and being like, wow, it's like it's so surprising, like what your body will feel like if you just don't eat like shit. I think I deleted the tweet because I'm just like, this sounds so stupid. I mean, people reading that are probably like, yeah, what the fuck did you expect, dumbass?
Yeah, no fucking shit, Darryl.
Like,
No,
God
yeah.
damn it.
I totally feel that though, because it feels nice to actually work on a diet and like lose weight healthy. Because so what my issue is like 3 years ago, I lost a whole bunch of weight very quickly. And it wasn't good because around that time I was like really depressed and like really anxious and stuff. And so whenever I would eat, it would just make me feel so sick and I would like almost throw it up. So I would just like not eat, which isn't good at all. You know, like you got to eat, you got to like make sure you're doing well. But I lost like, I want to say like 20 to 30 pounds in like a week and a half.
How does that work?
I did not eat. Literally, I did not eat.
Did it get to the point where your body was like eating itself? I don't know how long it takes for that to sit in.
I don't know. So like before I lost all the weight, I wasn't I was a little bit overweight, but I wasn't like ridiculously overweight as I was like now.
I think it's normal for like the average American to be maybe like 20 to 25 pounds overweight, maybe 15 pounds overweight. It's not that big of a deal.
No.
But you know, sorry, continue.
When I lost all that weight, I ended up weighing like 117.
Hey.
Yeah. So it was a good weight, like, but I just did not lose that in a healthy way. So when I moved and it was like a fresh start, I started feeling better. Then I started eating like a little bit more than I should have. And then once quarantine hit, I was overeating like a motherfucker. So now that I'm like doing it in a healthy way, I'm eating better. I'm actually working out. I like do things. I feel like more energized, you know? Like I wake up and I don't have to shit my life away. You know?
I did that this morning though because
no, I honestly I did that I think yesterday.
But it's less frequent, right? You don't really wake up feeling like absolute garbage. I don't wake up in like a mental fog anymore. I mean, it depends on how much weed I smoked the night before, but
that's completely valid.
You know, I wake up and I don't have that like fuck. Like I mean, I could always go back to sleep, you know? But I don't wake up with that sick feeling in my stomach, and I don't have to lay in bed for an extra 30 minutes waiting for my cramps to pass. It's like the second I become, for a long time when I was just overeating and just not exercising, this had been going on for years, right? Mm-hmm. I'll wake up in the morning and I've also, like just now, I was like fighting through a burp because I'm like drinking this carbonated energy drink.
You gassy.
Like, you know that John Mulaney bit where he's like, I've become gross. I've started talking through burps.
Yeah.
You want me to take a pause, John? Like, that's me sometimes when I listen to the recordings of the podcast when I'm editing them, and I'll hear myself talk and I'll get really fast, and then all of a sudden you hear it. And you just hear me like swallow and then just take a deep breath and swallow, and I'm like talking through gas, and I'm like, just take a pause.
Just take a second, collect your thoughts.
But yeah, I don't wake up anymore with these horrible stomach pains. And let me tell you, it got so bad to the point sometimes where I would just cry for a bit.
Oh.
Because they were so bad. But now they just don't bother me anymore.
That's good.
And I don't.
That's awesome.
This might be TMI, but I don't poop as much as I used to daily.
Yeah, no, it's wild not having to go to the bathroom like 5 to 6 times a day. It's pretty nice. And to have like a normal bowel movement where it's not too painful and it's not too like lava-y.
Yeah, I hate the lava shits.
Yeah, no,
where it's like, oh man, I gotta check and see if am I bleeding?
Like, am I dying? Is my asshole okay?
Check the toilet paper. Is it brown or is it red?
Oh no. Yeah, no, it's a time.
Okay, so when I first started going to the doctor, this was back towards around Christmas time, like maybe a week before Christmas when I went for my first doctor visit, I had this like I think I said it before on a podcast. I had like a rash on my foot or something.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
I went to go get it checked out, and my doctor was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna send you to go get blood tests and whatnot."
Yeah.
And then that's what kickstarted the whole entire like, "Oh, you have something's wrong with your liver, blah 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 blah. And you gotta start losing weight. You gotta start exercising. You gotta eat better." And I started out at about, I think it was 192.7. I've been writing all of my stuff down. I've been writing what I eat every day. I weigh myself at the end of the week, and
Nice.
this has been going on for I don't want to count how many years, but anyway, so since my first weigh-in at the doctor's was about 192.7, and right now I am sitting between 175 and 178. I can't seem to go any lower at this moment.
In the beginning, you lose a lot of weight very quickly because it's like all the water weight and like all the shit you were eating. It's all like all the toxins just like leaving your body. Mm-hmm. And then once you start getting more into it, like it's gonna be lower, but you're gonna start seeing results.
What I really want to do is I wanted to lose that initial overweightness or something, because like according to my doctor and my nutritionist, I should be sitting between 160 and 165 for a healthy weight, and right now I'm about 10 pounds over that. So in that time between December and my last weigh-in, which was on Thursday, I think, so that would be Thursday, February 4th. It was the last time that I weighed myself, and I don't step on the scale today because Sundays are my cheat day. So
hey, me too.
You know, so I know some people might be like, "Oh, like you're trying to lose weight and you're having a cheat day." Listen.
You need to have a cheat day. If not, you'll literally lose your fucking mind.
Yeah, and also it's good for your metabolism to keep it sharp. You know. And I don't go overboard. I'm not like The Rock where I have like 12 stacks of pancakes with smothered in peanut butter and Nutella and bananas and nuts.
That sounds incredible,
and syrup.
though. I mean, like without all the nuts.
Yeah, and maybe a 3-stack for me.
Yeah, no, a 2-stack for me, and like strawberries, bananas.
So good. I want to get a waffle maker. What a normal week looks like for me: Sunday, relax the diet a little bit, and also I don't want to start. I don't want to call it a diet. Like my nutritionist says that she doesn't like calling them diets. She just refers to it as nutrition, because that's really what it is. If you classify something as a diet, or you're just like you're getting put on a diet, it's kind of just like,
or even like a meal plan is a good alternative.
Yeah, or a meal plan.
Yeah, like
a diet is kind of just, I mean, some people, obviously, if you're morbidly obese or something, you need to get on a diet. Yeah. But but at the same time, even then, I would say, it's just you're changing your eating habits. Yeah. Your nutrition is different. I like that better than diet.
Definitely.
But 6 out of 7 days of the week, I am eating clean. There was a little, we hit a little snag yesterday. I stayed over at Winter and Morgs yesterday. We went to the farmer's market, and I may have gotten a chocolate croissant and devoured the shit out of that. I'm confessing it right now on the podcast.
You're gonna go to jail for that.
Yesterday, I had one of my meal preps. I had my last meal prep for lunch, but after that, I just didn't really care. After that,
it's okay. I was like, because you're already on like such a strict diet just during the week. So if you have one day where you're like, oh, I'm gonna have this, or like, it's not like you're gonna kill yourself with that.
I mean, maybe, you never know. I could be eating it, and then a piano will fall on my head. And,
I mean, that is true. Or you can get like hit by a car.
Yeah, or both at the same time. You know what I mean? Father Nutrition, forgive me, please. I have sinned.
I think you're okay.
I promise I'll work out extra hard tomorrow.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
I've been very fortunate to have the gym at my parents' place, and they've been very nice enough to let me use it.
That's
I don't
awesome.
live with them anymore, so the fact that I have a good relationship with them still, I I only do it to keep up appearances. I'm only nice to my parents just so that I can do things that they're...
Just so I can use their gym.
Just so I can use their gym. But no, seriously, they have done me a gigantic favor by allowing me to work out there, and it's nice because I got everything that I need. I have a treadmill, I have a bike, I have weights and everything. I really want to get more into weightlifting because I do have muscles, but this is gonna sound so fucking nerdy. They could always be bigger.
No, I completely feel that. I loved weightlifting when I would go to the gym with my dad. Because he was super into weightlifting when he was younger. So he was like teaching me how to do it and how to do everything correctly and like which way or like which muscles to work out and stuff. So I was super into that when we would go like pre-COVID.
I don't think I've ever seen your dad. I don't think I've ever seen pictures of your parents before.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think you've ever seen pictures of my parents either.
No, I don't. I've never have. Want to swap pics?
Want to swap pics of our parents? Next thing you know, we'll be asking each other to swap parents.
You want to swap parents?
We'll swap parents for a week. We'll make it a video.
Dude, that'd be crazy.
I guarantee you by the end of the week, your mom will make like a video and she'll be like, I can't handle this boy anymore.
No, I think she would love you. Honestly. My mom is a
maybe
bean.
your dad then. maybe your dad will be like...
My dad, he just vibes.
Why couldn't she have had a more mature co-host? I don't understand.
My dad is the least mature, so don't even worry about that.
Oh, perfect. But yeah, getting into shape for real this time is I know it's going to be a challenge, but I've lived so many years not having a healthy lifestyle. I think it's time to live a couple of years with a healthy lifestyle and hopefully continue to do it.
I agree.
You know, people say once you get over that half a year hump, you just keep doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just keep doing it. So
it just becomes like your life. You just tab it.
We're on week 3 now, so got a couple more weeks to go.
Good shit.
Before we hit 6 months, you know. But
a couple more weeks.
It'll happen.
Yeah, I'm coming into week 2 tomorrow.
Nice.
So,
and
we're going.
It feels good just even after a week of just...
Yeah, dude. I'm like, damn, I did that. I like was determined and I stuck to it for a whole week.
I'm gonna let you know, week 2 is very hard.
Is
week
it?
2, yeah, week 2 is pretty hard. In terms of you start getting these cravings for things that you may not have always had. Like I had, like the other day, I really wanted to go to McDonald's and get like 2 cheeseburgers.
Yum. I could fuck up their chicken nuggets.
No offense, because I know that you really like McDonald's chicken nuggets. I've always considered them to be very tasteless and very cardboardy.
I like how you said no offense, like I'm the CEO of McDonald's and I'm gonna fucking sue you because
I don't know. Maybe this is an undercover boss situation.
Can you imagine? Actually, I own McDonald's and
you're about to sue me for everything.
Yeah, for what is it? Defamation?
Defamation, I think so. Yeah. Unless I eat 1,000 chicken nuggets.
Yep.
In an hour.
And then
you'll think about not suing me. And as I'm laying there, just like
on your deathbed,
on my
chicken
deathbed,
nuggets. There's just like thousands of fucking boxes surrounding you.
Yep. You come up to me and you're just like, young man, I didn't think you would go through with this. I'm not gonna sue you. We're not going to pursue legal action against you, but tell you what, because you did this challenge, because you ate 1,000 chicken nuggets in under an hour, I'll tell you what, we're not going to sue you. We're going to sue your children. And those are the last words I hear before the darkness takes me over.
From Brianna, the McDonald's CEO.
What if somebody goes onto the McDonald's Wikipedia and changes the CEO of McDonald's to Brianna Diaz?
Oh my god. Be like, hello.
I text you tomorrow. It's like, oh my god, somebody did it. Someone actually did it. No, I don't know. I don't know if our listeners are that loyal yet.
I don't think anybody would do that. To be honest,
I would hope that somebody would. This is low-key issuing a challenge for somebody to change the McDonald's Wikipedia and put your name up there as the CEO instead.
Oh my god.
There's this YouTube channel that I watch, Game Grumps. Been very fond of them for a long time. And there's this story that Dan told one time about how when he was a little kid, he would tell people that he dug up the Qumran caves, which are these caves that held the Dead Sea Scrolls. It's where the Dead Sea Scrolls were discovered.
Oh.
So there was this thing. I don't remember exactly when it happened, but apparently somebody went on the Qumran Wikipedia and changed something to say like these caves were dug by famous YouTuber and comedian Daniel Avedon.
Oh my god.
So I'm politely asking that somebody do that for us, but change it to McDonald's. Asking. Yeah, fuck you, Ray Kroc.
Yep.
That's a good movie, by the way. I don't know if you've ever heard of The Founder.
No.
You know who Michael Keaton is?
Yes.
Michael Keaton played Ray Kroc, and it just tells the story about how he... do you know the story about McDonald's?
No, I don't. I worked there twice, and I have no idea.
They didn't tell you this during your orientation or anything? They didn't sit you down and give you
or maybe they did, and I completely fucking blacked out, because I don't know, man. that whole career experience was a blur.
So Richard and Maurice McDonald are the two brothers that founded McDonald's, and then Ray Kroc was this guy who was selling like these blenders and whatnot. He just sold stuff for this agency, and he ended up visiting one of the McDonald's, and he became fascinated with their system they called the Speedy service system, which basically is like how McDonald's like got out food so fast. Before this, it's like nobody really had ever, seen anything like this. Yeah. And so Ray Kroc, this guy, comes along, discovers it, and becomes a fan of what they're doing. And then he becomes a partner with Richard and Maurice. So what ends up happening, he ends up fucking these two over for their company.
Did he steal the entire thing?
Yeah. Like he fucked them over. He left his wife for one of their wives or something like that. What? Or like another person that he worked with, he left his wife for their wife or something. He was just like, this is really fucked up. But when you think of McDonald's, like you never hear about Richard or Maurice McDonald. You only hear about Ray Kroc, the guy who fucked over the original owners of McDonald's.
I didn't even know the fucking name of the owner or like the CEO.
Well, Ray Kroc is dead. But Ray Kroc. I wonder if people called him that at some point.
I hope so.
Like someone that knew about his dirty secrets. They'd drive by his house and it's like, hey, Ray Kroc!
Just like a drive-through. Ray Kroc.
Ray Kroc! Raymond Albert Kroc was an American businessman. He joined the California company McDonald's in 1954. He's long dead. In 1954, after the McDonald's brothers. He died in 1984.
Oh wow, that was like it's a while ago.
Want to know his net worth?
Huh?
$600 million.
Well, that's nothing compared to like what Jeff Bezos and like Elon Musk. God, I'm disgusted that someone can have that much money.
What do you do with all that money?
What do you do? Like, I would
donate so much of it to charity.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what to fucking do with it, dude. I would look at it and be like, what?
I mean, I would probably start sending Christmas cards to people and like each, like even like all my friends, and I would like put like $200 in each one.
Yeah.
So if I ever get rich, friends who listen to the podcast, send me your address so that I can.
I'm sending postcards.
So that I can dox you. I mean, so I can send you money. So Ray Kroc was married 3 times.
Oh.
Be right back. I have to poop.
Okay.
I am 10 pounds lighter.
Love that.
Okay, I am back.
Welcome.
We were talking about Ray Kroc.
We're talking about Ray Kroc.
So, tell me about what was your worst experience working at a McDonald's?
Ooh, I feel like
Did it live up to the cockiness?
Oh, it does. I feel like I've told this story before, unless I'm mistaken. But there was this one time where I was working and I
remember this one. I'm just kidding.
Nice. Awesome. What's it called? I was running the food, so I was just grabbing it and giving it to people. And so I think someone put something wrong in there, or like the cook did something wrong. I don't know what happened, but something was wrong. And so I gave the food to this lady and she got fucking livid. And she just started yelling at me. She was like, yo, you're fucking stupid. Like, oh, like, why are you people so fucking stupid? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks. Sorry about that. Anyway. And me being, I was like 16, 17, just standing there like, oh, okay, I guess I'm stupid.
And you can't fire back, otherwise you get fired, right?
No. Like, they're like, the customer is always right.
Even when they're not.
Yep. And it's pretty fucking lame, ladies. Because I want her to be like, bitch, get the fuck out my face. Like, looky, there's a counter.
You're lucky there's a counter separating us. I swear to God, my 5'2" ass would hop up on here and jump on you. Rip out your throat. I've never worked in fast food, but the amount of assholes that come through, like, it's insane. Yeah,
it's fucking lame, bro.
This week, we're back to random old boring ass trivia. Well, I mean, not boring ass, because you guys this seems to be the most popular segment on the podcast. Actually, is the trivia segment. I'm glad that we stuck with it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna make the executive decision since I don't have a coin on hand at the moment. Actually, no, I think I do. Hold on, 1 second. I do. I have a coin.
Nice.
All right, sweet. So, would you like heads or tails?
Let's do heads.
All right. So, heads, you get to ask first. Tails, I get to ask first. Here we go. Tails.
Nice. All right.
All right. Here we go. We're going to get 2 minutes on the clock here. And for those of you that haven't listened to the podcast before, basically we have 2 minutes to answer 10 questions. This week, it's 10 random questions. Sometimes we do theme trivia. Sometimes we don't. And this is the week that we don't. So I'm going to put 2 minutes on the clock here. And then her trivia will start. All right. Here we go. When Michael Jordan played for the Chicago Bulls... hang on, I gotta redo that.
Wow.
All right, here we go. When Michael Jordan played for the Chicago Bulls, how many NBA championships did he win?
Oh. 1?
True or false? 3 million people in the U.S. are allergic to peanuts and tree nuts.
True.
Which planet in our solar system has the most gravity?
Earth. I hope.
What is the common name for dried plums?
Prunes.
What is the primary ingredient in hummus?
Chickpeas.
What is the national dish of Spain?
Paella.
Which of these bones are babies born without? Or which one of these
kneecaps.
bones are babies born? According to Greek mythology, which of the following women was the first woman on Earth? Athena, Pandora, or Eve?
Eve? Wait.
You already answered. Which is the loudest? Fuck! I can't talk. What is the loudest animal on Earth?
Is it the whale? Like a blue whale?
Who was the first female prime minister of Great Britain? 20 seconds.
Skip.
Okay. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. I was like, well, if you want, you have like 15 seconds left. You could just try and guess
Yeah.
who it was.
I didn't know.
I stopped
I
it
had
already.
no
So
idea.
too late. All right. It's my turn now.
So what's funny is that dried plums question. I also had that question for you.
Oh, fuck. See, I was...
This is the one time it has happened.
Because we just... Okay, so if you guys have been listening to this, you know that we're not smart enough to come up with these questions on our own. So we just Google trivia before we record.
To keep it fair then, since I skipped the last one, we can just skip this question.
Sure, I guess. Yeah, sure. We'll make up rules on the fly. Because this happens in sports all the time.
Exactly.
Rolling with the punches, Brianna. Rolling with the punches.
All right. So let me put 2 minutes on the clock.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So, what was Twitter's original name?
Twitter.
Which two countries share the longest or largest international border?
What?
Which two countries share the longest international border?
Fuck. The United States and Mexico?
Okay. Mexico's Dia de los Muertos means what in English?
Day of the Dead, bitch.
Bitch. According to the commercial, what is the fabric of our lives?
What is the fabric of our lives? Say that one more time.
According to the commercial, what is the fabric of our lives?
Silk.
What fashion fad did the 1983 film Flashdance make popular?
Oh, fuck. Parachute pants?
The fashion designer Gianni Versace came from which country?
Italy?
What fashion brand made the Genius jeans that became part of the Guinness World Records?
What fashion brand?
Yeah, what fashion brand made the Genius jeans?
Skip.
Okay. What is the name of the fourth book in the Harry Potter series?
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
In what year was the first episode of South Park aired?
1997?
Okay.
All right. So, I'll read your questions first.
Yeah.
I already know that I lost this one. All right. So, here we go. When Michael Jordan played for the Chicago Bulls, how many NBA championships did he win? Your answer was 1. He won 6.
Oh, feels bad.
It's okay. You're not really a basketball fan, right?
No, not really.
I was always I was always into like Michael Jordan, and I was never really too much into basketball. I mean, we've talked about this before. I tried out for a basketball team to impress a girl that I liked. Turned out she already had a boyfriend, so
feels bad, man.
Should have asked first.
Maybe.
Also, then again, I was only in like 7th grade, so take that with a grain of salt. It probably wouldn't have worked out anyway. True or false?
Justifying yourself.
For some reason, 25-year-old me finds it important to validate my feelings that I had as a fucking 10-year-old boy. True or false? 3 million people in the U.S. are allergic to peanuts and tree nuts. She's a bitch anyway. True. You were correct.
Hey.
I love how I was just like, she's a bitch. You are correct.
You are correct.
Which planet in our solar system has the most gravity? You said Earth. It is Jupiter.
Fuck me.
You have to think outside the box.
Yeah, I know. You're right. What
is the common name for dried plums? You said prunes. That is correct. What is the primary ingredient in hummus? You said chickpeas. That is correct. What is the national dish of Spain? You said paella. That is correct. Which one of these bones are babies born without? I didn't even have to finish the question. You said kneecaps. And I like fumbled around. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, see, we're on the ball today. Okay. According to Greek mythology, which of the following women was the first woman on Earth? Athena, Pandora, or Eve? You said Eve. It is Pandora.
I was gonna guess that too.
I threw Eve. Were you?
Yeah.
I threw Eve in there just to possibly throw you off. Eve was the first woman according to the Christian Bible.
The Bible.
The Bible. Number 9, which is the loudest animal on Earth? You said a whale, and then you were like, a blue whale? And then I just locked in blue whale as your answer, but it is the sperm whale.
Fuck!
And then number 10, you skipped this one, but who was the first female prime minister of Great Britain? You skipped that, but it is Margaret Thatcher.
Oh.
So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 questions right. Wait, no, that can't be right. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 right.
Nice.
I was like, I can count.
All right. So now for you. Okay. So number 1, what was Twitter's original name? You said Twitter is correct. Which 2 countries share the longest international border? You said the USA and Mexico, but it's actually Canada and the USA.
Oh, that actually makes sense.
I know.
That actually makes a ton of sense now that I'm thinking about it.
Mexico's Dia de los Muertos means what in English? You said Day of the Dead. That is correct. According to the commercial, what is the fabric of our lives? You said silk. It is cotton.
Ah, fuck.
What fashion fad?
I knew it was something racist.
Oh, no. What fashion fad did the 1983 film Flashdance make popular? You said parachute pants. It's leg warmers. The fashion designer Gianni Versace came from which country? You said Italy. That is correct. Which fashion brand made the Genius jeans that became part of the Guinness World Records? You skipped that one, and it was Gucci.
You know what? I wanted to say Gucci, but I feel like I said Gucci for something one time, and it was just completely wrong, and I was just like, is Gucci not a company?
Yeah, it is. What is the name of the 4th book in the Harry Potter series? You said Harry and the Goblet. Harry. Wow. Harry Potter.
The Harry Goblet.
The Harry Goblet of Fire. But yeah, that was correct. And in what year was the first episode of South Park aired? You said 1997, and that was correct.
What?
Yeah, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 correct.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Oh, you know what that means. All right, everybody, welcome to the lightning round. The lightning round in trivia, if you're not familiar, is when the 2 of us tie, and we come up with a lightning round, which is 5 quick trivia questions, and we have a minute to answer all 5. So, I guess we'll keep the same order. I guess this time I'll ask first, and then you'll ask second?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. All right, here we go. I'm going to get a minute on the clock here.
Ready.
And as soon as we begin here, I'm going to read out these questions. I almost picked up the first ones. This is the lightning round one. Okay, here we go. In which state is Area 51 located?
Oh, fuck. Is it Arizona?
Which geometric shape is used for stop signs?
Oh my god, what is the name of that? Why am I blacking out right now?
35 seconds.
I can't think of it right now.
Skip it? Okay.
Yeah.
What is the nickname of the U.S. state of California?
The nickname?
Yes. 20 seconds.
I don't know.
Skip?
Yeah.
How many colors are there in a rainbow?
7?
True or false? On average, at least one person is killed by a drunk driver in the U.S. every hour.
True.
All right. That's it.
Okay. That was stressful. All right. Minute. All right, you ready, Ho?
Yes.
Okay. What ocean is off the California coast?
The Indian Ocean.
What is a doe?
A baby deer.
What kind of animal is Abu in Aladdin?
A monkey.
On the farm, what is a kid?
A dog.
Who is the patron saint of Ireland?
Patron saint of Ireland. Fuck. Saint Michael?
Okay. That was it.
All right, cool. All right, so I guess I'll go first again. All right, so first question. In which state is Area 51 located? You said Arizona. It is Nevada.
Fuck!
Which geometric shape is used for stop signs? We didn't have time to go back to this one. You skipped it. It is an octagon.
Octagon. That's the fucking name.
What is the nickname of the U.S. state of California? You skipped this one as well. It is the Golden State.
Oh, fucking.
How many colors are there in a rainbow? You were like, 7? I don't know. You were correct.
Hey!
True or false? On average, at least one person is killed by a drunk driver in the U.S. every hour. Bringing a positive, well, not positive, but bringing a weird end to this trivia lightning round. It is true.
Nice. So I got 2 right?
Yeah, 2 right.
Okay. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so the first one, which ocean is off the California coast? You said the Indian Ocean. It's the Pacific.
Fuck!
I know. What is a doe? You said a baby deer. It's a female deer. What kind of animal is Abu in Aladdin? It's a monkey. That is correct. On the farm, what is a kid? You said a dog. It's a baby goat.
A baby goat.
And who is the patron saint of Ireland? You said Saint Michael. It's Saint Patrick.
That may have been that may have been the dumbest fucking that may have been the dumbest fucking answer I've ever given. Next to the I couldn't figure out what the Dark Side of the Moon album was. It's like the second dumbest. Maybe God damn it. I don't know. Also the doe answer comes up pretty stupid. You know what? We're no longer doing trivia on this show ever again.
No longer doing trivia.
Okay, so I guess I got one question right.
Yeah.
All right, so I have to get punished.
Yeah, you do.
All right. What do we want to do for this? Do we want to come up with one now, or what's
I'll think of it.
Okay. Another week of thinking things over, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, the best thing we do here. We're 13 episodes in. Who's still listening? Raise your hands.
Hey.
What's got you high?
What's got you high?
The beginning of this health journey, I would say, has got me high. I'm like, my mood has kind of stabilized. I wake up with more energy. I don't have to take a nap midway through the day, except for yesterday because I had a lot of carbs. I don't know. I just feel better. Not only about myself, but just physically, I feel better.
Yeah.
And I notice a difference now when I do have a little bit of junk food, even just the slightest, even after just 2 weeks of just eating clean and just eating junk for maybe one day or one meal, I notice it. Like, my stomach hurts afterwards. I get headaches. Like any kind of like excess sugar. Mm-hmm. Like I had a tiny cup of this non-alcoholic cider yesterday. I got a headache and my stomach started hurting.
Ooh.
It was weird. Like, normally for that to happen, I would have had to eat like a lot, but now it's like even just the slightest extra like refined sugar or like processed food, like my stomach, my whole body just does not react to it nicely.
Damn.
But I will say also exercising more regularly has helped me, number one, feel better. Like I feel like death during my time exercising, but I feel great after I hop out of that shower and go back to doing whatever I'm doing for the day. I feel I feel afterwards I have this high, like I just want to do a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
I took my tree down finally. I redecorated the stream room. Yeah, I have a new tapestry up now that I got for Christmas. Yeah, I can't wait to show it. Yeah, absolutely. I'm very excited. I was going to stream yesterday, but I don't know. I'm still very anxious about that.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with taking more time.
Yeah. People on Twitter told me that, and I guess that really helped me. I thought, like, number one, no one was going to give a shit. Which is also what made me realize, like, maybe you shouldn't stream now, because if you're still worried that people aren't going to give a shit, then you're probably still not in the right state of mind to be streaming. Because streaming is a very competitive field, whether you want to look at it or so or not. You can't. You kind of have to accept the fact that people are going to be very overly competitive. You know, some people are more open about it than others, but it is a very competitive business. Yeah. And I'm not saying that I want to do this like full time, just streaming as a job. I think that's like one of the hardest things to do. And I applaud the streamers that do it, but I don't think I am mentally prepared to hop back into all of that just yet. Because I look at streamer Twitter and, you know, even people that I don't even know, it's just the way that I see people talk to one another, the way that I see people treat one another. It's just, every time I log on to Twitter, I feel like I'm going through a virtual middle school experience.
Yeah, it's really sad how
like grown adults just talking to one another, like they have no consideration for other people. And
no, because it's all like what they can do for their own personal gain. Like it's how far they can go fucking each other over.
Yeah. I'm just not about
We're
that
built different.
all. I really, really try to just be a good person, and I'm starting to think that to make it in like the streaming industry, you have to be a bad person.
That's the thing though. Like I love creating and I love just like doing things and like meeting other creators, but I feel like the streaming community especially has become so toxic and just so full of hate and negativity and just competition at all times that it just doesn't make it fun anymore. That's why I have like my little small group of people that also stream, and like I don't really go outside of that.
Right. And I feel, you know, if you have that small group and let's say one person gets noticed, starts making it big, like, you know, it's hard to bring that group of people with you, I think, because then like people that are bigger than you might start taking a look at your content just because you're starting to grow as well, and they might want to grab you and pull you into their group. And then it's like, I don't know this from experience. I've just noticed this just looking at other people that have kind of just blown up. They kind of don't hang out with the people that they used to hang out with anymore.
Yeah, it's sad, to be honest. I feel like you have to be very selective with who you, I guess, bring along for the journey, especially with this kind of experience, like streaming, just like content creation in general. You have to be very picky with the people that you choose to have by your side, because a lot of the people, unfortunately, are so envious and just want what you have, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's interesting like when Shroud left Twitch to go to Mixer, and then so many people that he used to play with just stopped talking to him or stopped inviting him to play games. And then when he came back to Twitch, some people that he used to run with were just already just like, oh, hey, like let's play games. And like Shroud, like, basically called them out and was like, it's like, oh, so like when I went to Mixer and whatnot, like a lot of people were just didn't want to play games with me anymore. But the second I show up on Twitch, everyone wants to play with me. You know, go fuck yourselves, guys.
You know, I truly don't blame him because a lot of people are fucking assholes, especially in this industry. You have to hold on to those like genuine people that are there for like relationships and like the experience in general, not just fame and fortune.
There was somebody that I worked with towards the end of Mixer, I believe. I can't really remember exactly when it was. There was someone that I worked with who did some work with me, for me, and their idea out of that whole entire situation was not to get paid. I did end up paying them, but for some projects that they did for me, but they wanted to get like rated by me. They wanted to like get shout outs by me. They wanted me to hang out in their streams more. And I was like, and this was somebody that, you know, I had been friends with for a bit. And I was like, I didn't feel comfortable, but they put me in this weird position where I was like, okay, I offered to pay them, but they would rather be paid in exposure. Like, it's cool that they're getting paid and whatnot, but they would much rather be paid in exposure. I'm like, I don't know what to do there. So I kind of just like pretty much just like quietly severed that working relationship because I was just not comfortable doing that.
I feel like I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't know why people want to get paid in exposure by someone who can't really give you exposure, you know?
No, I totally understand, like...
Maybe, I don't know if it was like the rub off that like they would get because I was a partner. I don't know if like the rub was like, oh, like they're partnered, like let's, maybe if like I associate with them, maybe like we'll get more eyes on my channel and whatnot. And it's like, do you know how hard I had to work to go from like having like an average of 3 viewers per stream to like 30? Like, do you know how hard that is?
It's very hard. You have to work for that shit.
Yeah.
I understand being like shouted out and being like noticed if you did do like a project for somebody. And like, I get that. I mean, like, oh, hey, so-and-so did this. Like, go check them out, whatever.
I was crediting them too.
Yeah, but I feel like that constant, like, hey, do this for me just because I did this for you. Like, I feel like that's where it gets...
And it's like, they're nice people, but, you know, at the end of the day... I don't know. Maybe I'm just really awkward as fuck, but I just couldn't really keep being put in that position.
No, that's valid.
It was just making me a little uncomfortable. So
seems like he just did it to get something out of it instead of just like doing it.
If I'm paying you to do something, like I get it. Life gets in the way sometimes, but I am paying you for this thing.
Yeah,
so,
no, that's completely valid.
I'm not going to be an asshole about it, but it's like, I'm paying you to do this thing for me. And then they come in half-assed, and then some of them come in half-assed, and it's like, all right, and you know what, I can do this myself.
Yeah, no, fuck that. Why waste your money?
Anyway, all I'm saying is I got really anxious yesterday leading up to that live stream, and I was, I could have went live last night, and it could have been the best fucking thing ever. But, anxiety's a bitch, and I didn't do it. So, maybe sometime soon, but definitely not this weekend.
Oh, yeah. No rush, beach.
Because I don't want to get dragged back into that whole entire state of mind of the grind, I don't want to get pulled back into that.
That's why I'm doing, like, streams sporadically. Like, what's it called? I streamed last week. I streamed a little bit. I don't remember what it was. I think it was Valorant or some shit. And it was pretty fun because I got to see, like, beans and stuff. But, like, definitely, I don't think, like, an everyday schedule kind of thing is not my style.
I used to do an everyday schedule when I first started streaming on Mixer. That was so much fun. Like, you definitely, like, your viewership definitely goes up. You definitely start getting more regulars and whatnot. But it's like you take those 2 days off and they're gone.
Yep.
I get it. streaming is a very weird thing. It
is.
I know the reason that I stepped away from streaming was because I was just becoming overly competitive with myself. I saw all the things that I did towards the end of Mixer where, you know, like that 24-hour charity stream that I hosted where we raised over $2,500 and like the online music charity event that we did and raised like I can't remember. I think it was like maybe $40,000 or something for St. Jude. And it's like part of like all these amazing things. And then I go to Twitch and it's like starting all over again. It was just a giant reality check. And seeing that I wasn't doing as well as I was on Mixer and holding myself to that standard, like I know what I was capable of. Why is it not happening here?
Because it's so oversaturated and so many people are on Twitch and so many like big names are on Twitch. So everyone's like looking at like the bigger people and whatever. And I feel like with Mixer, it was just such like a tight knit, close community that everyone basically knew each other. Mm-hmm. Like all like the bigger streamers and like the smaller ish streamers, like they all knew each other, you know? And it wasn't like Twitch where everyone's like, oh, who are you? Like,
yeah, who are you? Fuck you. I don't give a shit. Why should I give a shit? Try and convince me in 2 seconds. Oh, nope. There we go. Bye-bye.
Nope.
You know, it's just, this is why I'm like, the streaming industry is just so fucking weird.
It is. That's why I'm like enjoying the fact that we have the podcast and we have like an actual brand that we can do shit with and not only rely on streaming as like a creative outlet.
Like, for example, some of the hottest streaming trends, like Ninja, like, or the hottest streamers, Ninja. What is he up to now?
I think he's still doing Fortnite and like Valorant and Halo, I think.
Is he still like a very big prominent figure in the streaming industry? Or I thought for some reason I thought his like shit was like not dying, but I was just like I haven't heard anything about Ninja in a very long time.
I don't know what he just did, but I think he's doing like a show or some shit. Or I don't know. He's doing shit. He's making moves.
Well, I've been sadly mistaken on this day.
You are under a rock.
And with that, I think we should segue into. Oh my God! I didn't even ask you what's got you high this week. Holy shit!
How dare you?
That was such a long what's got me high. That went off so many different tangents.
Went on like different tangents.
Yeah. What's got you high?
So I think I'd have to agree with you. Like the beginning of this like new year, new me journey. I know it's horrible. But yeah, I agree. It's been good. It feels nice to actually start taking care of myself, like actually worrying about my health and making a change and doing it in a healthy way. Like I said.
Yes. And I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Because food and I have always had a weird relationship.
Same.
It's either like I hate it or it's everything that I need in my life. So it's been a time. But yeah, and then also when I streamed, it felt really nice to come back and do like a little stream. I'm probably going to do another one this coming week. I was actually going to try to do today, but since the Super Bowl and like us recording, I was like, that's too much.
Yeah,
so
I hear that.
I just decided to take today easy and have like 4 edibles. Because why the fuck not?
Oh man, I Friday night I had some edibles that Winter gave me, and we split. We each had 2, and oh my God! And after like an hour and a half, we were sitting on the couch, and like my head droops back, and then I'm just like,
I'm dying.
Oh,
dude,
man.
I totally feel that.
Honestly, there's nothing better than just popping a couple edibles like an hour or 2 hours before bed, and then as soon as you like feel it coming on, you lay down, and then next thing you know, you're out.
You
like
out.
A fucking light.
Like a baby.
Ooh. Baby wants his bottle.
That's what's got me high. Did you just say baby wants his bottle?
Yeah, baby wants his bottle, and it's labeled THC. I'm sorry, why was that gross?
Baby wants his bottle.
Oh my god. Well, don't say it like that.
That's how you said it.
Oh, did I? Oh, sorry. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what tone I'm talking in.
You whispered it. Baby wants his bottle.
Oh my
I was like, ugh.
god, I'm sorry. Taxes. Tax season is coming up. And with taxes coming up, we just want to let you guys know that you can file your taxes for free on turbotax.com.
What do you know? So, Darryl, what have you been jamming to this week?
This week, I have been very, very excited for this album that recently came out on Friday, the 5th, Medicine at Midnight. It is the brand new Foo Fighters album that got delayed because of the pandemic. I'm assuming it would have come out during the summer. It's a pretty good album. I had to listen to it a couple times to really, let it hit me. There's 2 songs off of that album that I would say right now are my favorite. It's one, the title track is the same name as the record, Medicine at Midnight. I would say that it is definitely unlike any Foo Fighters song I have ever heard. Like, they have definitely experimented with their sound throughout their entire careers, but this one I would say is the most experimental album. I would say This is like their dance party jams album, I guess. It's a song, it's like an album that'll make you want to get up and move. And I think we're going to listen to a couple songs after this, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Medicine at Midnight is very... Oh, fuck you then. We'll wait till next week. Medicine at Midnight is a very... I would say it has a lot of David Bowie vibes. It's very funky. There's a really nice bass line. And this album, the last tour that they had 3 backup singers. All 3 of them, lovely ladies. They actually did backing vocals on, I believe, every single track this album, which adds a whole other element. Yeah. And the piano player, Rami Jaffe, just like over the last couple of years has become like the new Foo Fighter, the new official Foo Fighter. Like he has a lot of, he has really influenced their sound. He is like the keyboard parts in some of the Foo Fighter songs lately, and while on tour he's just added so much to their sound. He's been playing with them since the early 2000s, but I think it was maybe 2018 when he actually, started taking photos with the band for like official band photo shoots, and it was like, oh, it's official, Rami's a Foo Fighter now. But yeah, it's good album. Another song is like their quiet, mellow acoustic song off of the album called Chasing Birds. It's very like repetitive lyrically, but there's just something so calming about it. Like, just get high a little bit and just listen to that album. It's such a good album. I don't know why people are hating on it. It's like that album where, an artist, better to do. Yeah, it's like an artist comes out with a new album and they kind of want to reinvent their sound a little bit and switch things up and do new things, and people are like, this doesn't sound like them anymore. They sold out.
It was like Paramore and After Laughter.
Yeah.
That was such a good album. That's probably my favorite album from them.
That's a pretty good album.
Yeah.
I've also been listening to this band that Winter got me into called Rammstein.
Oh, they're good.
You like Rammstein?
Yeah. I used to play a lot of their songs on like Guitar Hero and shit.
They've been around for a long time, and their music videos are fucking hilarious. We spent a good portion of one of the last times that we hung out, I think it was like last weekend, and we listened to a lot of Rammstein, and I've been working out to a lot of their songs too. So we're gonna throw some Rammstein. I'm gonna throw some songs from Medicine at Midnight up onto the playlists for Spotify. But that's
Sounds
practically
good,
what I've been
beach.
listening to. Also,
Nice.
before we started this, we watched 2 music videos. We watched I Don't Know What We're Talking About by Ninja Sex Party, which is an awesome song. I'll throw that on there. And then you threw on was Stuck in the Drive-Thru.
Yeah, by Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh my god, I freaking
So good.
love Weird Al so
Love
much.
that. I love that song, dude.
I pointed out, like, I was like, oh, this is perfect. Like, NSP and Weird Al are kind of the same if you think about it, because Weird Al and NSP are both comedy bands. They're both very popular on on the internet. I think Weird Al rose to fame because of the internet, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, NSP rose to fame from the internet. They both have really long. Weird Al and Dan both have long curly hair, and they're both Jewish.
Nice.
So
We stan.
yeah, we stand long curly haired tall Jewish men.
Yep. My fave.
So what have you been listening to?
So, like we've been talking about, we've been like working out and shit. So I got a VR system in Christmas. So I've been using that to work out as well, because you burn a lot of calories with like Beat Saber and like this game called Synth Riders. It's kind of the same concept as Beat Saber. It's like you have to like hit these balls along with the music and shit, like dodge shit. It's a lot of fun. So this artist that I found on Synth Riders, because I was just like going through the songs, and I don't know why these songs were just so good to me, but I saved both of the songs that I had on there to my Spotify. It's an artist called Prism, and it's like a duo, like these two gals. This song called All Night, and another song called You Know That You Love Me. Both really good fucking songs. They're like synth pop kind of shit, and like it's like a good song to listen to like when you want to like be upbeat or like working out or like just doing shit, you know.
Hell yeah.
And it's been really good. I've been jamming that. I've just been straight up sitting in my chair dancing. A little dance party.
You gotta get out of the chair though, Brianna.
No, I know, but like when I do my workouts too, I like listen to that as well.
Gotcha.
No, I just sit in my chair all day.
The only time that I get out of this room is to go get food, and I would walk,
That used
but
to be
this
me.
chair is so comfortable, so I just slide down the stairs with this chair.
I don't have stairs.
You don't have stairs.
No.
Oh wait, you live in an apartment, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have stairs.
I'm sorry. I thought you lived in a house for a second.
No.
I'm like, how do you
no,
not
no.
have stairs?
No, I live in an apartment.
Oh,
I'm on the
that's okay.
third floor, but
Oh, so you do have
I love
stairs.
elevator.
You should start taking the stairs.
maybe I will.
You should start
Daryl.
taking the stairs.
Maybe.
It's good for you.
Yeah, it is. It's good.
Not telling you what to do. I'm just strongly suggesting that you
telling
take
me
the
what to
stairs.
do? But yeah, that's would have been what I've been listening to. Heck,
Nice.
bangers, bro.
Yeah. I love music.
Me too.
Well, guys, thank you for listening to episode 13. We're going to
dude.
try our best to start getting some guests on so you don't have to just hear the both of us talk from like now until episode 100. We want to get some guests on here this year, and if any one of our friends listening to this right now feels like they would make a good guest, someone that can hold down the fort, hold down a nice conversation with us, definitely reach out and hit us up. I'm going to try and start reaching out to some folks and start getting
Hell
some
yeah,
people
I
on
will
the
too.
show. Next week.
Start planning that.
Yes. Next week, we are going to be doing a Valentine's Day style episode, and that episode will be coming out on the 14th. And I pointed this out to Brianna the other day. I was like, hey, if this all goes well, if we release this episode, the Valentine's Day episode on Valentine's Day, not only will it be released on the 14th, but it will be our 14th episode.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
So, next Sunday, we will be releasing an episode. So this Friday, you'll be hearing this episode on the 12th. And then you just gotta wait one day, and then the next day on the 14th, you'll have another episode.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about love and shit.
Imagine being in love. Could never be me.
I hate it. I honestly, you know what? I will say this. I know that Valentine's Day isn't for everybody. Listen, it's just a capitalist holiday. It's just an excuse for companies to make money. So
you should be showing your significant other you love them every day, not just one day a year.
Yes. Except for Saturday, because Saturdays
for the boys.
It's for the boys. So yeah, and I hope you guys enjoyed episode 13. Episode 14 will be the love episode. Don't have to listen to it. I understand the pandemic has been hard for many people. It's made us all salty. But we'll be talking about some stuff on that episode. So, and hopefully also help you guys feel better about such a weird fucking holiday that really doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it's just a day.
Yeah. So thank you all for listening. This has been episode 13. You can follow the Daydream Arcade. Send us your questions. Send us your advice at Daydream Arcade on Twitter, or you can email us at the Daydream Arcade at gmail.com. There we go. And you can follow me on Twitter at Young Retro Live. I've been trying to find what account that I have that owns Young Retro 64, so I can just change it back to that. Because I don't really go live that much anymore, and I feel like it doesn't make any sense. Someone tagged me in one of those tweets where it's like, "Oh, tag some of your favorite creators," and it's like, I think the tweet had something to do with we need to protect these really awesome content creators at all costs, and I was on this long list of people, and I'm like starting to read some of the content creators, and I was like, I don't belong in this list. So I responded to it. I was like, thank you, but I don't belong on this list of content creators. Thank you.
Thank you.
But I'm just, I don't know. I overthink things sometimes. But yeah, you can follow me at Young Retro Live on Twitter, Young Retro 64 on Instagram, and Young Retro 64 on Twitch. I will stream again sometime this year. I promise. Yeah.
And you can follow me at Serdicate, SERDECATE, on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, pretty much any social media. It's all the same. I got lucky.
Hell yeah. So you guys can get this podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and if you are on Apple Podcasts, feel free to rate this and give us a little review. And we are also now on iHeartRadio, which is apparently the #1 app for podcasting. So check us out on there. Yeah. I got the email the other day that we finally got verified for that. So we can.
Yeah, it's been months.
I find every once in a while we get verified on a station, and it's like, oh, I forgot that we put in to be listed on this fucking app. But yeah, we are now on iHeartRadio, and I believe we're on somewhere else, but I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, check us out. Thank you all for listening. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and we'll see you all next